It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will put toe to leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get first crack at it here. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
And the Sooners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Sooners are flying down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Fires left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this offense comes out 1st down, tries to run the football. No answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Gators line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Sooners with a It's second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll test the right side. The Sooners will have a first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooner.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. Just a quick rhythm.
On this TV, we're going to stay till y'all learn to keep that living room clean.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Finds his tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He'll sneak it. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it just in time.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
You know about this stuff. Nobody took it out. Notice they've been sleeping in their beds.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Running back searching for a hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four, turning it on! And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. On the ground, it's Young. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
They'll try the run. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him get...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Takes the handoff. It's Young. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Right back to the well. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Defense showing blitz here. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Got room to work. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Abrams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Pringle. Touchdown, Florida! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Escapes. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets a block. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. On the ground, it's Overton. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Finding open areas. There he goes. That's 20. Touchdown Sooners. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. The ball squirts free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games. And this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
42 Spider.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Smith takes the handoff. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Quick completion on the out route. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle with Adams. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. He'll throw on 3rd down. Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield's record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He's got it again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He'll run it again. Can't get him to the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we'll Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Breaks into the open. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Toss to the outside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Florida has the ball. Here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. The give. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Going up top again. Grab near the sticks. It's Chen. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Gators decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground with the back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Yeah, if I was looking for my fucking bush that I can't find. If it ain't in the room, that means probably ass for 1 number 2 is gonna take it out the room. And not find my hair.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put it dry.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. This is
Blame
quickly
yourself.
turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
You made it.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up
You know
more
what?
numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn over, don't make a mistake. This game is well in hand.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
They'll let him run their time.
They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
You get behind me like that, like a psycho. That's psychotic. I thought you was big than money. I thought you was big than. Let's look at that. It's all crazy. You just got behind me. I don't smack inside the blue. I don't.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete.
Oh.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He'll pull it down and run. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline.